Hi guys, and welcome to the Deadbeat Dad Show. Today is November the 14th and it is 7 o'clock in the evening. Kind of closer to 8 o'clock, but anyway, I had to do a show on today because I came across some information. There was a person by the name of, his last name is Turnage in Memphis, Tennessee, and supposedly he has like 26 children, and I guess they had him in the news because he wasn't taking care of his children. One of the mothers said she's received $1.26 from Turnage. Another mother received $15, and they said he has a reputation for not taking care of his children. I had to do the show because I think it's a lot of people out there who feels like this guy is wrong. I personally don't feel like he's wrong. The report says that Turnage reportedly shows up to court hearings in ratty clothing to convince the judge that he is unable to financially support his children. Well, with 26 children, that's just a given. Of course, you're unable to financially support your children. That's neither here nor there as to why I'm doing my show today on this. And it's simply because after doing many researches to find out about the things that deadbeat dads go through, what they experience, and I know the show is called the Deadbeat Dad Show, but it's just not a show that talks about deadbeat fathers and what they don't do, but I also bring information to people who listen and want to know more information about actually how the system really works when it comes to, say, the non-custodial parent, the parent being the custodial parent or the person that has custody of them, and then also the child. Now, I, for one, don't feel like he's wrong. I don't feel like any father is wrong for not taking care of a child that they don't want to take care of. And actually, in my view, if you don't want to take care of your child, that's between you and God. I don't want you taking care of my child if you don't want to, or our child. So that's my view on that. But back to the Turnage guy. See, the thing that he is refusing to conform to is the fact that the money that he is paying is not going to the child or the children. So what is the point of him paying money? See, when you look at this whole situation where parents or non-custodial parents are required or obligated, because they're never called by their name when they go into court, they're always called the obligor. And that's because the way the system is set up, you're not actually the person, because the Constitution actually says it. You can't go to jail for a debt. It's not lawful for you to send a man to jail for a debt. So this whole system that they've conjured up to say they've created this fictitious person, and that would be the person, if you go take a look at some of your mail, they're in all caps. That's not how you spell your name. So in order for them to proceed in court, they have to get you to say that you are this person. You're thinking just because it's your name that you're this person. Well, in order for them to proceed rather in this court proceeding, they have to make sure that you are in essence going along with their program and saying that, yes, I'm this person, the obligor. And so once you say that, then you're kind of in their grips. But the thing about it is that a lot of states are actually, see, this is a money-making scam from the government. And what they do is, what they do all year is they raise as much money as they can, get as much money as they can, and then the federal government kicks back to them in funding 66% or more in federal funding. That is why one of the mothers only received $1.52 and the other parent only received $15. It's not that he's going down there paying $1.72 or $15. He's paying way more than that. It's just that that's what the system is giving the mothers. So, because their agenda is to make sure that they make enough money so that they can get that kickback. So, of course, they're not going to give that money to you. Sad part about it is a lot of our fathers, whether you want to call them deadbeat or not, they don't know this information. So they go into court thinking that they're answering to this fictitious person or for this fictitious person, and they're actually setting themselves up for failure. There is a way to get out of this, which I'm not going to discuss on the show. I'll do another show on that. But, my thinking is, the way they have set this up is that if the father does not take care of his child or his responsibilities to the court, then he will have to spend a 4-year prison sentence in prison, where then he's sent to a private prison, which is the biggest investment in the country right now. And then the government is going to pay that private prison corporation like $125,000 a year for him to sit in this cell. So over the course of that 5 years or 4 years, then the government is actually, or the private prison is actually making $500,000 off of this one person that's sitting in there over the course of 4 years. None of that money is going to help the child. It's not helping the parent of the child. It's not even helping the father that's sitting in prison. So that just goes to show you right there that they don't have the child or the mother, helping the child in their best interest. Their best interest is in the system, in the law, in the laws and the statutes, which are not something that you have to conform to. So, and then in another light, when you think about this 4-year prison sentence, there's no rehabilitation program set out there to say that, okay, he's going to do better or he's going to learn his lesson. First of all, the money doesn't go to help. It just goes to help the powers that be and those who set up the system. And then also the rehabilitation, there's rehabilitation for every crime that someone is put in prison for, but not for the fathers who are imprisoned for failure to pay child support. And then they get out and they have a felony and they can't get a job, and you're supposed to report every 2 weeks and say, it's just like that whole slave mentality going right back to what it is that you have to do for the slave master. Basically, that's how it's set up. So, I was really kind of blown by the fact that, some of these women are online saying, well, yeah, he should take care of his children. But the thing about it is, if you did your research, you'll find out it's public information. He's paying child support. It's just that the child support office is only giving the parents what they want them to have, because that other money is going to bring them more funding. So, do your own research. You can find out the same information just the way I have. And I just wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit. Definitely leave your comments and your suggestions. Subscribe, because I will definitely be talking about this and many other issues surrounding deadbeat fathers or non-custodial parents who are trying to take care of their children, because I do know that there are parents out there who are taking care of their children and they're getting railroaded as well. But like I said, I'm going to do a video to actually show people how they can get out of the grips of the system. And so leave your comments and your questions, and also subscribe, and I'll be back and talk some more about this and some other issues. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you next time.